Hello all, it's not been long since you were with us on Friday. There's only been one in-game. We have got first place Tranmere, who have got a new manager. They've got Stan Turnant because they've done so well. Look at Stan here. You know, probably not first choice for this job. They've done so well that John Aldridge has joined Southampton. We had a real struggle in the last episode, but then you probably already know that as soon as you went away, we had a decent 1-0 win over Watford. Andy Booth with a goal, Simon Tracy with a 9. Curtis Fleming's let us down a bit with a 6, but we've rebounded from that awful run of the episode. Can we then, with these fixtures against Tranmere, Ipswich and Norwich, all of them away from home, so something to try and work on here, can we get a win? Wayne Quinn, our standout player, is currently transfer listed because he wants to leave. So we don't want him to leave, but he wants to leave. So we're going to have a look at the squad here. Simon Tracy, Wayne Quinn, Sanford, Fairclough, Fleming, O'Connor, Whitehouse, Devlin, Abu, Cachuro and Booth. We're just going to have a look for Carsley. We're going to put Carsley on the bench. Let's get Smeets off. Let's get Carsley on. Smeets is wanted by Club Brugge, so I'd be delighted if we could shift him on. Let's get Marcella off and get Quinn on the bench as well. I do want Morris to come in on the left-hand side. Let's just check that he's okay. Yeah, there we go. So that is what we're going to go with. I read the team sheet out, then made some changes. I know I love that. I'm going to turn my TV down. And we are all set up. It's Friday the 26th of November. It's a TV game. We are here at Prenton Park, Birkenhead. It's a breezy 16 degrees drizzle. Tranmere are playing a 5-3-2. So Parkinson is their danger man, 19-year-old. Let's see if we can keep him quiet. And can we do better on this episode? We got 1 point on the last episode, so if we can get 1 point from 9, if we can get 2 points from the 9, we'll have improved. Obviously, we would be aiming for greater than that. This is the tricky one, though. I know they've lost their manager, but they are top for a reason. So if we can get anything from this away game, I think that'll be standing us in good stead for the run to try and get ourselves back in for a little dream of the playoffs. Top half would be the goal. Talking of goals, Morris come back in and scored. Top half is obviously a goal, but there he is. We highlighted him and we've done nothing about it. Simon Tracy never saw it. But I will finish this analogy this time. Anything in the top half would be a huge success, was what I was trying to get at. That could be a penalty. It is a penalty. Devlin runs up, hits the penalty. Goal for Sheffield United. Nestles into the net. It's Devlin's 4th of the season. And he's worth 1.4 million. He's worth 1.9 million. 1.4 release fee if we don't get promoted. When we don't get promoted. But surely someone's got to be interested in him. I'm desperate to make a sale to try and kickstart improved financial life. And so the board leave me alone. Oh, we've hit the post and it's gone out. Now, away from home against the league leaders, the runaway league leaders, 2-1 up in the first half. I did consider the idea that maybe we need a different formation for this game. But at least at the minute, we're more than holding our own. I'm going to have a look at how the attacking midfield Masio-Ball is doing as we go in at half-time. Let's have a look at him now. So at the minute he is on a 6. I'm thinking we might change him and go to a strict 4-4-2 for the second half. I don't want to encourage them onto us too much. But still, we need to be smart, don't we? If we can get to half-time at 2-1, we're going to have a check of Tranmere first. Come on, ref. This has got to be half-time. There we go, half-time. Right, they're playing short. Eric Nixon's not having a good game for them in goal. We're having a good outing from the forwards. I'm going to get Carsley on. I was thinking Woodhouse, but I'm going to go Carsley. And I'm going to do something extremely negative. We're going double holding midfielder. And we're also going to go counter-attack, players behind the ball. We're going to try and camp out this second half. We've never done this before, never tried this tactic. It started all Tranmere, which I hate. And we're going to keep an eye on their shots. So look, this is the problem. I don't like this. This has gone all Tranmere. Now, if they've got the ball in their own half, look, they've had the ball, all of that, and they've not had any shots. Oh, Tracy wasn't getting to that, and it's hit the woodwork. At least at the minute, this is working. I don't know if I'd try this with a team with better players than Tranmere, despite the fact that they are top, because it just invited on loads of pressure, and now they've scored. So we're going to take it off, both of those, but we are going to leave the second holding midfielder in there for the time being. If we need to, we've got Curtis Woodhouse who we can bring on. Good save by Tracy. We needed that. So we've not even had a shot in this second half. And for the last 5, I'm going to make a change. We're going to go back to our original formation. So let us get Woodhouse on. O'Connor's playing a 7, but I'm still going to shift him off. So this is what I'm going to do. Change back to this, and I'm going to change these two around. So Woodhouse is left, Morris is now in the attacking midfield role. Let's see, can we sneak a goal at the end here? There we are. We've at least had a shot since we've changed back. Scott Taylor looked like he'd maybe grabbed a third for them there. Oh, Couture heading it towards goal. I was expecting the goal flash to come up, but it's not happened. Come on, hold on here, Sheffield United. Parkinson scores. This is hat-trick. It's his 10th goal of the year. We highlighted him as the danger man. Probably should have man-marked him. He's not fantastic, is he? He's only 19. That is disappointing. That is really disappointing. We've tried to play safe for the second half. Kind of worked, and then it's come undone at the end. And we've got Norwich coming up. We really could have done with that point. And we've got 2 players banned now. We've got Woodhouse and Curtis Fleming out for this game, but we've got 8 days to get there. Now, I always like this format, like this background, and just wanted to have a look at this. It's in Tokyo. Believe you got a car for being man of the match in this. Real Madrid versus Cruzeiro. Sorry to the South Americans out there, because I've definitely butchered that. Let's see who wins this then. Crystal Palace's Steve Coppell, manager of the month. Cruz Jason Keaton is the player of the month. Let's have a look at him. There he is, the goalkeeper. Enzo Maresca, current Chelsea manager. Loan offer accepted for a Spaniard, Jose Galvez, from Betis B, that will never be accepted. Well, he'll never accept. I'm starting to spot a pattern that no one wants to come here, and Real Madrid have won this 2-0. Let us have a look at Real Madrid's team. So they've got David Seaman in goal, who they've obviously signed, 4.5 million. Salgado, Carlos Herrero, Campo, Redondo, Seedorf, McManaman, Anelka, Morientes, Jani, the Croatian. I was going to say, was he there? He must have been there now. Cannibal, Jami, Helguero, Manuel Sanchez, Christian Caribou, who's come on, and then Savo via Flamengo. So that is a hell of a team. So we've got Ricardinho in here for them. Good squads, the 2 of them. Well done, you 2. Right. We've got some players running out of contract here. So the guy that we've just tried to sign... Oh, no, this is not him. This is someone else. So the 26-year-old Alex Carvo Garcia, he was going to be one of my transfer targets. But look, we've got Blackburn, Leeds, Middlesbrough, Newcastle. in for. I imagine it's because he's got some good baseline stats. I'm still going to put in a little offer for him. So he wants 5,000. I'd like to get this down a year. Not easy to do with these modern mouse. Tell you what, I'm going to give him that. So I'm not giving him a signing on fee. He wants 5,000. We can give him only 4,000. That's got to be loads. It's low. You're only on £500 a week, you greedy wee man. There we go. Wait, this is what we've been talking about. They're satisfied, but they're moaning about the financial situation that they caused. So it's gone up a tiny bit, but that's probably due to the fact that we're on a run of away games. Right, Scout Darren Caldicott recommends 34-year-old sweeper Miroslav Kadlic as a good sign. Do you know what? If I had any money, he would be someone I'd be looking at. I don't care about his pace. Everything else is good. Let's have a look at this team. They've only got one player. So he's off in Eastern Europe. I'm trying to expand the amount of free agents that we can see. And we're never going to get him. So everyone has come in on him. Thought I'd unearthed a gem. Thought I was being really clever, but all the other teams were as clever. So there we go.
So let's just take another look at that one.
Not even aware of this. We've got Lou. I've been talking about Lou McCarry because of his son. Lou McCarry apparently works for me. His player ability is great. He's on £250 a week. I am going to try and get rid of your son, so I'm going to try and put this offer in now. I might as well keep him. And here we are. Charlton Athletic are in for Mark Edworthy, and so are Barnsley. Edworthy was one of the key parts that I'd identified ready for next year. So we need a full-time right back, so we are going to go in for him. I'm getting a feeling that this is going to be the episode where you see me bid on lots of players who we end up playing against next year for other teams. He only wants 2,000 though. I can't give him a signing on fee. I am going to give him a minimum fee of 550. So if you do well, Mark, I will not be able to stand in your way for you leaving. And let's go here. Let's have a look at the expiring. So these are some of my other targets. We've got Magallanes, Rico, the Uruguayan, possible issues with his work permit. We've got Carl Court. We've got Roa, who is now... He's a new player for me. He was not on here before. I'm going to get him on. Steve Jones from Charlton wants first team football. Not really going to be good enough for us, is he? We've got Mark Jackson here on loan from Leeds. So we've got Castledine. Not got great passing, but I'm still thinking about doing it because of some of his other stats. We've got the Spaniard defensive midfielder here from Numancia. This guy is another new player to come in. He's the Spanish backs. That guy. Feels he should be a first team regular. I'm quite interested in him. I'm going to get him on. So this is at least showing our progress. That there's a few extra players here now than we had before. Brian Small might be someone that we need to start having a think about due to potentially losing Quinn. So I'm going to start to get a few more people onto the transfer list. Our reserves have just lost 7-1. That is not a good Midgley. Not a good omen, is it? Richard Naylor, who would start for us. When's his contract coming up? What? Why? How has this happened? The goalkeeper has played a 1. I don't think I've ever seen that. Right, so that game is finished 2-2. They've had a red card. That could be good for us. Now, here we are. We are in 12th. They are in 16th. Let's have a check of the league. I'm going to get rid of my face so we can see this in all its glory. So Swindon, Oxford, Bury at the bottom. Bury even. We've got Barnsley, Grimsby, Birmingham, Wolves, Portsmouth, then Ipswich. So we've got a little 4-point cushion over Ipswich. I would say we're closer to the promotions than we are relegation, and that's That's how I will be referring to it until we're not. Right, Sampdoria want him, so we're not getting him, are we? No interest now. He's like, oh, now I've seen that. Now that Sampdoria want me, I don't want to play for Sheffield. I'm like, A, rude. B, whatever. Right, we're going to take O'Connor out. We're going to get Carsley in. Collar's going to drop to the bench. And we'd like to get him back into centre-back at some stage. I am going to drop Masio-Ball for Morris. So I'm going to go Woodhouse left, Morris attacking midfield, Abu to the bench. I'm going to take Quinn off the bench. And Bobby Ford, right, firstly, I'm not using him at all. Let's get him transfer listed. But I'm going to get him, I'm going to have him on the bench, Bobby. And it's nothing personal, because I'm trying to sell everyone. And I think I'm happy with that. Run very fast. Ipswich, what are Ipswich? Ipswich are doing 4-4-2. There's Richard Wright. They've got Holland right. They've got Clapham, Johnson, Skoke right. David Johnson, I'm like, do we mark him? Is this his... I know we made amends in the end. We made friends. But is this his ultimate comeback to be able to score past me? It's good to see Portman Road after 7 seasons of seeing it and then not seeing it for a while. They've had a yellow card. We have scored. For some reason, Chris Fairclough has taken a free kick. He's got set pieces 16. That's why he's taken them. And it looks like he spanked it in the top corner from like 30 yards. Who knew Chris had that in him? Not me. Scowcroft's put it high and wide. Difficult chance. Let's see then. Can we get to half-time with this win over Old Boys Ipswich? And that would put us on 3 out of 6 points if we could wrap this up. Which is already an improvement on the previous episode. If it can happen. Now, they've got quite I feel like though they are underperforming. Now, will they be as patient with what I presume is Burley as they were with me? They were constantly being like, oh, we're going to fire you, we're going to fire you. But it turned out to be a lot of talk, didn't it? It never happened. Right, that's their second yellow card. That is good for us. So they've got McGreal and now Clapham. And we're winning the shots. Great football by Ipswich. Missed that because I just almost turned the recording off. So I was looking away at my little screen. And they're starting to grow into this, it feels like. Starting to get a few more shots. And we're going to have a think about making a sub at halftime. Is Bobby Ford going to come on? And we're going to drop Morris back into the left-hand attacking role. Tracy with the save. Half-time. There we go. 21,000. That's a good crowd. We are going to do that. So let's get Woodhouse. Swap with Morris. And let's get Ford on for Woodhouse. Richard Wright playing a 5. He's nervous because he knows Masio's here. Even though he wouldn't technically know me in this universe. I'm going to spin Couture and Booth around, I believe. Just for this half as well. Because a lot of his goals came from that right-hand side attacking position. Now, one of the things that's disappointed me in the last episode, in this episode so far, is we've been really defensively sound, and that seems to have stopped. It seems like now we've started to let in a lot of goals. Even though arguably we've improved the defence. I know Murphy's out. Oh, Booth, he's missed the target. Right. We're still doing well here, though. We just need to start getting some shots on target, I feel like. Johnson has hit the post. We've got 20 minutes to ride this out, and we will be taking 3 points away. I'm going to take Couture off, so we're going to go with the A-B test for Ipswich, Abu and Booth. And can they help us to see out this game. We've let in a lot of late goals, it feels like. Abu has just brought a fine save out of Richard Wright, so he's come on with something to prove. And they've now got Midgley on, another guy that would probably love to score past me. Simon Tracy's having 7. Richard Wright has rebounded to a 7, so he's had a much better second half. Now, even though I tried it against Tranmere, I'm not going to try going defensive and counter-attack here. Because I feel like, with some of the attacking players that they've got, that it's just going to be asking for trouble. What I am going to do is I'm going to put it on long ball for the last 2 minutes. Hopefully eat up a lot of time. Keep it clear, and there we go. Masio fist pump. We've come into Portman Road, 21,189, and we have beaten them with a Chris Fairclough wonder strike. Who needs Roberto Carlos? Trapped them down in the bottom half and moved us up 2 places. We are now on the top half without even having to look. We're 6 points behind Port Vale, and let's be real, we don't have the quality of any of these guys, as great as playoffs and first year promotion would be. But I feel like this is a huge achievement from where we've started to even be in this stage after 23 played at the halfway point. Let's get then to this test versus Norwich, who have now fallen out. Here we go. This is my number 1 target. Carl Court. He's got all the things I look for in a player. I'm going to give him as important first team. I can't give you any more money for signing on fee, so I'm going to click that up. I'm not going to mess with that, because if he comes in and he does great and we get 1.8 million for him, brilliant. What's he on at the minute? He's on 1,000. Carl Court, I am prepared to pay you £3,000 per week to make up for the fact I can't give you this. Oh, look at the other teams in for him. Ajax, Coventry, Feyenoord, Liverpool, Middlesbrough. Upsetting. Right, Paul Murray, I don't think he wants to play for us, but we're going to have a look at him here. No interest in negotiating terms. I'm still going to offer you them. You can have a minimum release fee of that. Dusan Tittle of Slovan Bratislava. My scouts are doing... If I could just have a little bit of money, my scouts have done some good work for me. Let's have a look at Aral. He's not going to get a work permit, but again, what a signing what a scout job this is. So he's got when is his contract running out? It's running out on the 7th. So on the 17th, we might be able to put an offer in for him. I believe a Romanian would need a work permit, but I'm still going to try. And we're not getting Carl Court, are we? Look, Ajax, Coventry, Derby, Kozlok, like, I don't care about you. I know you're only 21. But you're on £3,000 a week. I'm actively trying to trim the wage budget. The wage budget won't be increasing, though, with Alex Carvo Garcia, though, because, look, he's going to Newcastle. And look at this indignity. He rejected offers from 4 other clubs, including Albacete, Leeds and Middlesbrough. You've named 3 of the 4. Why don't just put my name on there? I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job with limited resources here, and I don't need that passive aggressiveness from you, Championship Manager 3 sold out series. Now, this is some good news. Coventry's Mark Edworthy has agreed terms with Sheffield United. He rejected offers from Charlton, Barnsley and Stockport. There is the first piece of our puzzle for next year. The puzzle of, can we get out the Championship? Don't feel like I nailed the landing on that. Let's confirm that, though. Look at these glorious images. Is that Ian Taylor? I loved Ian Taylor. Don't know who this is. This is Coventry's glorious Subaru kit, though. Which that's doing because obviously Mark is coming in from there. Right, signing number 1 completed. Now, just for fun, because we are Sheffield United, none of these guys are going to sign for us. Let's have a look at the players who are available on free transfers or whose contracts are running out. The Bosman list, let's call it that. So we've got Victor from Valoid. Probably butchered that. Ariel Tega, currently at Sampdoria. Looks like he's off to Juve. Yeah, he is. Vincenzo Montella. No one has gone in for him yet. Oh, it's because it's not come up. Christian, the Brazilian, currently at PSG. Oliver Neuville, who I don't remember being Swiss, but that's probably just me. For some reason, I thought he was German. Probably committed a cardinal sin saying that out loud. Marcin Palmero, he who once missed like 4 penalties in one game and had the terrible / awesome, depending on your point of view, hair, with the blonde streaks. Has he been in Europe yet? No, he hasn't. We've got Bogdanovic, the Yugoslav. We've got Milan Rapic. It was always a good signing on these. We've got Morfeo. Looks like he's starting to develop really nicely at the moment we are in. Let's have a look at page 2. We've got Di Napoli. We've got Toldo, the keeper. We've got Patrick Berger. Would love a little bit of Patrick Berger if we could. Titi Kamara. Nedved. How is Nedved this far down? Mark Pembridge. Let's be honest, he seems out of place. Next to Nesta. If you think of if I said to you, name me 3 players from Championship Manager 3, no one would say, oh, Nedved, Nesta and Mark Pembridge, would they? Francis Jeffers, he's on there. Pablo Aymar, still in. Let's go back to him. Look how good he is compared to when we saw him on the original database version of this game at 19. So, panic over. We have retained Makari that we want. We'll now get on with trying to sell his son, currently in the reserves. Here is Paul. 300,000. Let's get that even lower. Due to the fact he's on nearly 2,000 a week. Desperate to try and get out some of these guys. Especially if they lost 7-1. Right. FC Sun have made an offer of 180k for the unpronounceable. I feel like they should accept that. Ipswich trying to muscle in on the Carl Court action, along with Palace, Bristol, and Paul Murray is off to Derby. At least we got named there. So Tekzuksi, I'm gonna have a go at pronouncing it, and you can give me a rating out of 10. Probably 0, but here we go. This is what we are here for. 7th place Norwich versus 11th place Sheffield United. Forgot which team we were there because I was thinking about, let's get Green on the transfer, on the target list. What is he worth now? It's worth 650,000. So we will forever be annoyed by seeing him. Right, I had missed this. Tracy's out for a month. So we've got Davidson is going to come in. This is your chance, Davidson, to do something special. Let's get Kozlog on it right back. Murphy is now back. So let's get Fairclough out. Let's get Murphy in. Am I happy with that? So I've ended up having to do a few changes there. So we've got Davidson in goal, so coming in for his league debut. We've got Quinn Sanford, the returning Murphy. Kozlog at right back, so those are in for injuries, suspensions or changes. Carsley, Smith has had to come in due to suspension to Woodhouse. Devlin, Morris, Booth, Cachuro, with Ford, Quinn and O'Connor on the bench. We are still away. It's the last of the 3 games. We had the decent performance versus Tranmere. We had the win over Ipswich with the Wonder Strike. How can we get on versus Norwich, who are another strong side? Once this run is over, need some home. Oh, excellent save. This could be good for Davison. Stuff like that. If he has a man of the match performance, he will be staying in. Yeah, we need some home games to get some wins going again. And to get some money back in. Morris is the scorer, though. Morris is doing well. What are you on now? You're on 4 goals. You're only 18. He's not one of the ones that I'm trying to sell. But if we do get an offer for him, we will have to accept it, probably, due to the financial circumstances. Uh-oh. He went in hard. He played the man instead of the ball, and he's only got a yellow card. Bloody love the 90s. And now Mackay has been carded. If you got carded in this era, you know that it was worth it. You'd left a nice bruise on someone. A good pitch, though. Look at this. Who is this? It is Dalglish. That's his 15th goal of the season. He's a real talent on this, isn't he? Great shooting, decent strength, great technique. I can't even remember what happened to Dalglish in real life. My memory is that he just kept going further and further down the leagues, didn't he? What are Norwich doing here? They're on 4-4-2 push, so that's long. Long ball merchants. I want to have a look then at headers won. So 50%, that's not bad considering they're probably launching the ball forward time after time. I think with that in mind... Oh, powers the ball with a header, Andy Booth. I think with that in mind, we're going to go short passing at half-time. Let's see if this can give us anything. So Andy Booth's on a 6, Martin Smith's on a 6. These guys have got 10 to 25 minutes, depending on how this starts. Let's get Quinn on. No, do you know what? I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to bring Couture on. I'm going to go double attacking midfielders. Just because I'm not quite ready for Mick Quinn to be coming on with so long to go when we've just changed to short passing. Let's see if we can funnel the ball in to Andy Booth. Playing direct into him hasn't really worked, so maybe passing to him. Maybe he's better with his feet than we expected. And it's not really changed much of the game, I feel, at the minute, having such a drastic change of tactics. But that is a drastic change. Martin Smith has scored. That's his first ever goal for Sheffield United. I saw Bobby Ford's name in there. Have we unlocked Bobby Ford in that double attacking pivot? Sanford's going off, though. Right, we've got Quinn. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of O'Connor. I'm going to tell those guys to push forward when we've got the ball. We're not getting rid of O'Connor. We're getting rid of Booth. So we've got rid of Booth. We've brought on O'Connor. I'm going to leave a strikerless system for these last 30 and see if we can catch them on the break. Who is this that's about? Carsley is now being booked. We're getting a lot of yellow cards, but I'm gonna see if we can continue to intimidate Norwich. They've now got a booking of their own, another booking of their own. Oh, Carsley's coming off. Right, I'm gonna have to put a change on now. So we're gonna have to get Quinn on for Carsley because it's the last thing to do. And which one of Ford? It's probably going to be Ford, isn't it? Or Morris are better suited for a defensive midfield role. There we go. Need Quinn to start trying to hold the ball up now. Now, he's not played... I've forgotten his name. O'Connor, John O'Connor. He's not played many games in defence, but we've had to fire him in there for the time being. He is one of the people that I'm hoping is either going to develop into a good player for us for next year, or develop enough that someone comes in for him at the end of the year, and we can get some money for him. Now, we've got 3 minutes left. Do not concede a late goal, Sheffield United. I will throw a mouse at the screen. That's a good save. Come on, blow the whistle. Final whistle has gone. That is a massive win, especially with Sanford going off after he looked like he absolutely rocked someone. And Aidan Davison has come in with his good stats and his great bravery and his great determination, and he's got a man of the match performance away from home, and we have taken the 3 points. And what a way to end the episode. We've gone into East Anglia and we've taken 6 points home with us back to South Yorkshire. That's a good win. We're still in 10th, but look, we've closed right up. We're only 4 points behind Palace now. They've got 2 games in hand. I can see that, but we're doing well. Right, guys, we will be back for this spell on Friday. QPR, Huddersfield, and then Bury. If the free agent era, the free agent signing period window, the legal tampering window goes well, I'll maybe fire up either a short or just like a little video with some progress on that, so it's not being left till Friday, but I'll see how that goes. But thank you very much. Let's continue to climb this league, and I will see you on Friday for the continuation of the Sheffield United career.